Oh my goodness.
Hasten to our call for help. And
Pay attention, bro. Damien, get into it.
to confront this cruel demon.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Boom! Shakalaka! Turner!
Welcome back to the Millennial Classics, y'all. My name is Q, and on this channel, we do millennial reviews and classic reactions. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a little bit, but we have to go back to doing what we do, and today we are doing a classic reaction. If you are enjoying any of this content, if you are watching this, if you enjoy what I do, if you enjoy what we do here at Millennial Classics, please subscribe, hit the like button. It makes it a lot easier. We just partnered with YouTube about 2 months ago, which is fantastic, which gives me hope, which makes me want to put so much more energy into what we're doing. But for right now, all we do need is a like and a subscribe button, because that will help at the bare minimum with the YouTube AdSense. But yes, so you see the title, you see the thumbnail. We're doing The Exorcist. This is a horror movie for horror movie fans. I mean, it's the OG horror movie. The Exorcist is a 1973 American supernatural horror film directed by William Friedkin. Please correct my pronunciation down below in the comments. And it's based from a screenplay by Peter Blatty, which is based on a novel of the same name, The Exorcist. The major stars, the major cast members in this movie are Ellen Burstyn, Max von Sydow, Jason Miller, and Linda Blair. Linda Blair is the only one like I know at the top of the head. The others I would have to Google. Some of them I've never heard before, to be honest. So being honest with you about this movie, I have seen this movie before, but I haven't seen the whole movie before. My older sister is a big horror fan, and we used to watch horror films all the time. And some movies I just wasn't able to stick around for the whole thing, to say the least. And Exorcist definitely made that fucking list. I truly am excited to sit through this whole movie. I need y'all to be there with me. I'm not like that afraid of horror films, and I feel like it's because I've watched so many of them at this point, but the good ones get me. The good ones get me good. The Exorcist was released in 24 theaters. That's why I love watching some of these classics, because the numbers that we complain and bitch and moan about in 2023 seems so astronomically high, and like we seem so bougie when we complain about the films that we do today. Obviously times change, so the expectation goes higher, which with each change. The Exorcist was released in 24 theaters in the United States on December 26, 1973, the day after December 25th, the day after Christmas, the day after Jesus's birth, right? So I mean William Friedkin, however you pronounce his name, was really going for that, like, that knockout punch. Not a Halloween movie. It's literally the day after Christmas, like technically the Antichrist. I mean, this is as like, PR is great. That's great PR. This is a fun fact that I found out from Wikipedia. I don't know if it's true, but Wikipedia says it is. Some viewers suffered adverse physical reactions, fainting or vomiting to shocking scenes throughout the movie. I find that so incredible. People are having physical reactions to scary scenes in movies, just because in my head, me being inundated with the internet, I don't know if this kind of thing can happen these days, because everyone has seen the worst of the worst on their personal iPhone, their personal device that they carry around with them 24/7. But in 1973, if you walk into a movie theater and you see some crazy ass shit, I can't imagine some people clutching their pearls and running out of the theater because they're puking and vomiting. You see like those videos of like Michael Jackson performing and people fainting in the stadium, and you're like, is this fucking real, right? But I think we are truly spoiled with the amount of amazing entertainment we have at the tips of our fingers. So people see the kind of greatness we see at a flick of a finger once every 3 years, you know? So I can understand it, but it's nice to think about. At the end of its original theatrical run, the film grossed $193 million, which I know must be absolutely amazing, and has a lifetime gross of $441 million. Because in the Wikipedia, they tell you all of the re-releases that they had in the theaters, but I'm not going to go down that list because it was so fucking many. That's how great this movie was. It went from 193 million to 441 million. And lastly, before we jump into this movie, the cultural conversation around the film helped it become the first horror film to be nominated for the Academy Award, and it was for Best Picture and 9 others. That's how great this horror film was. Not only was it the first to do so as a horror film for the Oscars, it did so in the biggest way possible. I'm not just going to go for Best Picture, the nomination, right? The award, but it's going to go for the Best Picture and 9 others. Peter Blatty won for Best Adapted Screenplay, and then the sound engineers took Best Sound, and it lost in every others. And up until the movie It came out, it was the highest grossing R-rated film. And ladies and gentlemen, that is The Exorcist. That is the movie we are doing today. I have the highest expectations for The Exorcist. I've heard pretty shitty things about The Exorcist, The Believer, the one that just came out. If you want greatness, if you want good, if you want the good, right? You go to the source. Let's not watch a remake. Let's not watch a sequel. Let's go to the source. And that's what we do here at the Millennial Classics. We judge greatness from the source. We judge greatness based off of what the source requires. So let's get into it. I can already tell you why they won for Best Sound. Oh my God. Oh shit. They got the adhan in here. So I grew up Muslim, and I know this comes out as biased, but listening to the adhan, it truly is a beautiful, saying its music is wild, but it's a beautiful thing to listen to. It's like poetry. In northern Iraq. Uh-oh. We found something good. We found something good. Homies on the move, baby. At the base. At the source, like what I was saying. It's not just the movies, it's not just culture, it's not just creativity, it's everything. When you want greatness, when you want something good, you go to the goddamn source. I gotta tell you, like, archaeology, at least in the movies, they make archaeology seem like the coolest fucking profession. The Mummy, Indiana Jones, like Tomb Raider. They're all archaeology based. Jurassic Park. So I'm assuming that's like the demon that they they allowed out. Oh shit. He's got Parkinson's? What's he got? Or is he just like anxiety ridden? What does he know? What's going on right now? Yo, they make everything so creepy. Like, such a good job of just creeping me the hell out. Just that one relic got him shook to the point he has to leave his job and just. But this dude, like, I'm not gonna lie. Look, he's moving like Joe Biden. The dude is moving real slow. I feel like a strong wind will knock this dude over. Does he have it in him to wrestle a fucking demon? If you watch enough older movies, they give you time to sit with the character, to just be with the character. It's not like things happening on the screen constantly, like right now, or not. But I'm just saying, like, they allow you to sit with the characters because life is mundane. Between all of the exciting things that happen in your life, it's a whole lot of mundane. And I feel like older movies capture that really well. And not just the mundane, but like the mundane that lets you understand the character and the movie and the setting and the time. These days, it's like something needs to happen 24, like the entire movie, every 10 seconds, there's an event.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Oh, geez. Why would you have a statue of that? That's like a gargoyle? Ooh, I don't like that at all. I did not like that at all. I mean, I like that, but I mean, like, as a human being, I didn't like that. That didn't sound good, feel right. And are we to believe that he is just a archaeologist that has an understanding of how bad this is, or are we to believe that like he actually had a sensation, a feel, and a vibe that shit does not feel right? I don't even know this lady, but I feel like she's about to die. What's going on here? It's crazy to me that the stone, the artifact that started all of this, was found in Iraq. It jumps all the way to Georgetown, USA. Like the devil is like, where am I gonna go? Who am I gonna possess? I'm gonna go from the place you found me, which is Iraq, to all the way to the United States. That's a far travel, even for the devil, right? I think like if God works in mysterious ways, it has to be the devil also has to be a little mysterious in his ways. Oh, she's an actress in the movie.
We're all concerned with human rights, for God's sakes, but the kids who want to get an education have a right.
You know what's crazy? I want to know what movie she's recording for.
If you want to affect any change, you have to do it within the system.
If that's how they really make movies, good for them. That was legit. I like that. And kudos for her for walking home. I always respect characters, people, human beings who take walks regularly. Oh, that sound, that music, that Oscar-winning sound. Oh, they hit you right there, right quick.
Doctor, lawyers, I've talked to them all. I don't know anyone who hasn't felt that.
So, did she hear it and we didn't, or did she not hear it?
How'd your day go? Oh, not too bad. It's kind of like the Walt Disney version of the Ho Chi Minh story.
The Disney version of the Ho Chi Minh story? It's a great line.
Oh, Mom, can't we get a horse? Well, no.
Can't we get a horse? I mean, I know they have a cook and a housekeeper person. What the hell? But she's asking for a horse? Good for Mom for doing what she does to provide for her kids. I'd love to get a horse for my little guy,
Father, could you help an old altar boy? I'm a Catholic.
I'm not gonna lie to you. He's one of the best well-dressed homeless folks I've seen. If this father doesn't help him, how helpful can he truly be? Jesus, look at these wild kids. What are you doing going into this place? You don't live here, bro. I guess they don't pay that well at the church, but my goodness, Jesus, Lord mercy. Could you imagine walking into your house and your bed is the first thing you see? This is not a studio. This is like a closet.
No.
And here I was talking shit about the father. Good for him.
Tell me, what is the matter? Mama, I'm all right. I'm fine. Really, I am.
He's a good son. Good for him. I like that.
Hey, where'd this come from?
Closet. You been playing with it?
Yep.
You know how?
I'll show you. You need to.
No, you don't. I do it all the time.
All the time. I don't know. Is it good parenting to let your kids use a Ouija board? But she did ask how to play, so maybe she doesn't know what it is. So no, how is she supposed to know?
What are we going to do on your birthday? I don't know. Well, what would you like to do? Go sightseeing?
Yes, I really like this. They have a really good relationship, the mom and the daughter.
Okay.
No, I love you.
I just have to say, I don't know when it became a thing that every preteen and teenager in every single movie ever has to have the most attitude in the world. So it's nice to see a movie with a mom and a daughter relationship that is honestly heartwarming. It's beautiful. Obviously, it's a scary movie, so I know shit's about to hit the fan, but it's nice to see. I love to see it. Let's have more of this. What kind of father is this dude? What's he up to?
It's my mother, Tom. She's alone. I never should have left her. I need reassignment, Tom. I want out of this job.
You're the best we've got.
It's more than psychiatry, and you know that, Tom. Some of their problems come down to faith.
It's more than psychiatry. I like that a lot.
I think I've lost my faith, Tom.
Oh shit. I think I've lost my faith. That's not an easy thing to say. If you want a job done, you gotta do it yourself. Let's see what happens. Every time you watch one of these movies, you always get the sense of why would you fucking do that? It's always in the situation where it's like a character in a new home or a new place, where in this movie, it's like, of course you're going to do that. She's lived here for X amount of years. She knows those places. It's a weird noise. This is not like She's just trying to fix a problem in the house that she's been living in. This is not her being stupid. This is her, trying to do a job that she asked someone to take care of that obviously didn't. Oh shit, this is creepy. That's amazing that she's doing this. Like, cause I would never think of a candle. Like, if I don't have a flashlight, probably grab my phone, use the phone's flashlight, but I just love seeing this. This is good. This is a huge attic, bro. What's going on?
Jesus Christ, Carl, don't do that.
But you see, no rats.
No rats. Thanks a lot.
But what's the sound? It's like, Carl, did you hear the sound that I just heard? Because, like, can we figure that out, please? Don't just tell me that there's no rats. Thanks for telling me that there's no rats. I hear you. I'm sorry for asking you and telling you that they were, but you heard the fucking sound. What's the deal with the sound? It's a nice bouquet. Oh, jeez. Oh, my God.
She don't let no doctor come near her.
Should have called me the minute it happened.
2 or 3 months and she's out, good as new.
Yes?
We want to see Mrs. Carras.
Do you have an appointment?
Yes.
Are you a relative?
Yes, I am her brother. He is her son.
That's all you have to say to get into a locked room with a patient. I'm her brother. He's her son. Is that what they did in the psych wards back in the day? Oh, no.
Why you did this to me, Demi? Why?
Mama, I'm going to take you home.
They got her on the restraints and everything.
Couldn't you put us someplace else?
Like what? Private hospital? Who got the money for that, Dimmy? You?
Is that really the option? Is that the only option? A fucking mental ward?
There seems to be an alien pubic hair in my gin.
What was that comment? That was so unnecessary.
He had a pretty rough knock last night, poor guy. His mother passed away. She was living by herself, and I guess she was dead a couple of days before they found her.
So was that just a dream? I'm confused. She was dead a couple of... Oh, okay, so maybe he let her out of the facility and then she died. Getting the times right in this movie, see, I don't know. Like, I feel like things are happening.
My idea of heaven is a solid white nightclub with me as a headliner for all eternity. Love me.
Listen, if you're an attention guy, it's not a horrible.
Hey, I think we've got a guest.
You're gonna die up there.
That's a little... If your kid does do that, do they get reprimanded? Like, what's the correct action for something like this? Pissing on the floor at her age? I mean, there has to be something that's honestly wrong, because that is so way out of just normal. Mother. I love that.
What's wrong with me?
It's just like the doctor said. It's nerves, and that's all.
Okay, so they've been. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's not a psych issue. That's not a psychology issue. That's an architectural issue. That's a what the fuck is going on with my fucking house issue. Another thing I appreciate about this movie so far, like Paranormal Activity, where it's like one person seeing something and then they like bring their partner or their friend and then nothing's happening. This movie's like, let's not beat around the bush. Some shit's going fucking down and everyone gets to see it.
Oh, Christ. I should have been there. I wasn't there. I should have been there.
There was nothing you could do.
You gonna steal my shoes now?
No, I tell fortunes by reading the creases. Now shut up and go to sleep.
I feel like everyone lived in a fucking closet back in the day, unless you were a famous actress. Oh. Don't go.
I don't want it!
Regan,
Honey, it's the help! I don't want it! Hold still, baby! You fucking bastard!
Oh, shit. Dr. Smoking blows my fucking
Type of
mind.
disturbance in the chemical electrical activity of the brain. It's rare, but it does cause bizarre hallucinations, and usually just before a convulsion.
Oh, no, that was no spasm. Look, I got on the bed. The whole bed was...
Mrs. McNeil, the problem with your daughter is not her bed. It's her brain.
So, like, I'm in the medical field, you guys, and like, I understand what he's saying, right? The problem with your daughter is not the bed. I'm a nurse. I'm not a doctor. I'm not anything like that. But what I'm just trying to say is you probably shouldn't tell a patient that what they saw, heard, felt, seen, was a witness of is wrong we try to understand what they saw and put it in the context of the illness. If I did not see the scene of her jumping on the bed, I honestly wouldn't even give this scene a second thought, because I would be 1000% in the doctor's shoes being like, lady, you're crazy. It's not the bed, you know? Beds don't just shake.
And look, Doc, I really don't understand how her whole personality could change.
In temporal lobe, it's very common. It isn't rare to find destructive, even criminal behavior.
Jesus.
If it's a lesion, in a way, she's fortunate. All we have to do is remove the scar.
So we're talking about brain surgery? That's all we have to do is brain surgery? Are they really going into her head right now? I don't want to see this, you guys.
You're gonna feel some pressure here.
You guys, I really don't like what's happening right now. I don't see
Nothing there.
Yeah.
Dr. Klein.
Yes, I'm Dr. Klein. This is Dr. Tanny.
Sharon, things have gotten worse since I found you. I think you better go upstairs.
She having spasms again?
Yeah, but they've gotten violent.
Tanny?
What is it? What's happening?
Oh my god. Come on. Do something. Oh my. Oh my god.
The sow is mine.
Fuck me!
Fuck me!
Fuck me!
Hold her steady. Hold her tight.
I went from 0 to 100 real quick, you guys. Holy shit. Holy shit.
What was going on in there? How could she fly off the bed like that?
Pathological states can induce abnormal strength.
I've heard that so many times, but I don't know if that is actually true.
We still think the temporal lobe.
Oh, what are you talking about, for Christ's sakes? Did you see her or not? She's acting like she's fucking out of her mind, psychotic, like a split personality or...
There have been more than 100 authentic cases of so-called split personality. But any reasonable psychiatrist would exhaust the somatic possibilities first.
Not going to psychiatry, like what he just said, a psychiatrist, any normal psychiatrist would do all of the somatic stuff, which I think means, and all of like the physical sensations before we go to the mental psychiatric problems. Like that is the go-to. But at this point, seeing what happened, we've got to start listening to the mother. We've got to start looking at the fucking patient. She's screaming "fuck me" to the doctor that just walked in. If that's not psych, I don't know what is. Torturing these fucking kids, bro.
Normal. You keep any drugs in your house?
No.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
Christ, I don't even smoke grass.
I love that. I don't even smoke grass.
I think it's time we started looking for a psychiatrist.
Thank you. Fuck's sake. Thank you. Why are the lights going on and off?
Suppose you heard.
Heard what?
What?
Burke's dead. He must have been drunk. He fell down from the top of the steps right outside. By the time he hit M Street, he broke his neck.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. Jesus. Oh, she's in the shits now.
How old are you?
12.
She's 12 years old.
Is there someone inside you?
Sometimes.
I'm speaking to the person inside of Regan now. If you are there, you too are hypnotized. I must answer all my questions.
What the hell? What is she doing? What is she doing? Oh my god. Look at those glasses, bro. those must be the most passive aggressive glasses I've ever seen in my life. You know how people wear their glasses down at the bottom of their nose and they look up at you like this?
Well, you know this director was doing the film here. Burke Denning. You're also familiar how last week he died. Father, what do you know on the subject of witchcraft?
Witchcraft?
From the witching end.
Was this fucking Salem? What are you talking about, witchcraft?
Burke Denning's good father was found at the bottom of those steps leading to M Street with his head turned completely around.
Jesus.
You know, I love to talk, film, discuss, to critique. You want to see a film with me?
I like this I like the investigator. He's my kind of guy.
Who's in it? One last time. You can think of some priest who fits the bill. Now answer the question, Father Paranoia.
You know who I think really did it? The Dominicans. Go pick on them.
The
I
Dominicans.
could have you deported, you know that? You look like Sal Mineo.
I wish I knew that reference, but I know he's throwing a dig. But damn, the Dominicans? Come on, man.
Never seen anymore except in
primitive culture.
Oh, that music.
They call it somnambuliform possession.
Oh, God. Can you imagine being the parent in this situation?
I'm not going to lock her up in some goddamn asylum. And I don't care what you call it, I'm not putting her away.
Good for you. Good for you.
Ever heard of exorcism? It's been pretty much discarded these days, except by the Catholics who keep it in the closet as a sort of an embarrassment. It's purely a force of suggestion.
You're telling me that I should take my daughter to a witch doctor?
Just the description of what the exorcism is seemed very demeaning. I don't know. I'm not all the way there with the bedside manner of these doctors. At the same time, it's 1970s. What am I supposed to do here? Is she the one that's cutting her own face? Oh, shit.
You might ask your daughter if she remembers seeing Mr. Dennings in her room that night.
When she's better, I'll ask her.
Yeah. Couldn't hurt. I really hate to ask you this, but for my daughter, could you please give an autograph?
Do people still ask for autographs? Is that still a thing? So am I to believe that she thinks that her daughter actually did it?
Jesus, fuck you! Jesus, fuck you! Liam, fuck you!
Oh my God! Oh my God!
You know what she did? Your canting daughter?
Oh my God. So she now knows that her daughter is the one that killed Mr. Bennings, whatever his name is. I do honestly believe, and I read this in the Wikipedia prior to starting the movie, but I didn't think it was like us. Like, it's just back in the day, people were wilding. I guess they were some protests, or people were like, holy shit, this movie should not be a rated R movie. It should be rated X. Maybe it should. But I don't think there's a scary movie that gets as fucking nasty, as truly dirty as what I just saw. That's insane. Using a cross to stab your own. Oh my God. Putting your mom's head in your. Oh my God.
Please go away.
I'm Father Karras.
I'm very sorry. Hello.
She looks fucked up, bro. And like, how was she in her head explaining the fact that the chair moved on its own? She's already seen the bed. She saw the shit like fly around. So
Society sent me through medical school. Harvard, Bellevue, Johns Hopkins, places like that.
Places like that. You went to 3 different med schools? Were you kicked out? Like,
how do you go about getting an exorcism?
Well, the first thing, I'd have to get him into a time machine and get him back to the 16th century. Anymore, Miss McNeil.
Oh, yes, since when?
Since the 16th century.
Mental illness, paranoia,
Schizophrenia, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
All those things they taught me at Harvard. Miss McNeil, since the day I joined the Jesuits, I've never met one priest who has performed an exorcism, not one.
The Karras is my little girl.
Oh, yeah.
Meanwhile, your daughter...
You could do it yourself.
No, I couldn't. I need church approval, and that's rarely given.
Could you see her?
Yes, I could. I could see her as a psychiatrist.
Oh, not a psychiatrist. She needs a priest. She's already seen every fucking psychiatrist in the world, and they sent me to you. Now you're gonna send me back to them? Could you help her? Just help her.
Feel so bad for Regan's mom, because it's like what she said was just so spot on. I've seen every doctor. The doctor said, all right, it's time to see a psychiatrist. I've seen every fucking psychiatrist. They're like, all right, let's try the exorcism. Now the priest is telling her, let's go see a psychiatrist. Like ripping my hair out if I had any. But like, I feel her pain. No one wants to help. Everyone's like, push the buck onto somebody else. Go ask somebody else. Oh, she's fucked up. Oh my God.
Hello, Regan.
Oh my God.
I'm Damien Karras.
And I'm the devil.
Yo, they
Now
got
kindly
her
undo these
looking
straps.
so fucked up,
The devil, why
bro.
not make the straps disappear?
That's much too vulgar display of power, Karras.
Where's Regan?
In here with us. Your mother's in here with us, Karras. Would you like to leave a message? I see that she gets it.
feel so bad for the mom. I feel so bad for this kid. And like kudos for her for not taking her to one of those facilities or these asylum.
I need evidence that the church would accept his signs of possession.
Like what?
I don't know.
I thought you were supposed to be an expert.
You probably know as much about possession as most priests.
I love his honesty.
She says she's the devil himself. Now, if you've seen as many psychotics as I have, you'd realize that's the same thing as saying you're Napoleon Bonaparte.
I'm telling you that thing upstairs isn't my daughter.
Did Regan know a priest was coming over? Did you know my mother died recently?
Yes, I did. I'm very sorry.
No. Is Regan aware of it?
Not at all. Why'd you ask?
It's not important. Good night.
So I think that's a big part of what's going on here. So the priest is like feeling very guilty because he's the one that requested and helped get his mom out of the observation room. And then his mom ended up dying. So he's very tiptoey about ever doing anything that is not medically suggested, psychiatrically suggested. Seeing what Regan looks like right now and not even thinking of an exorcist. I know he said her saying she's the devil is just like many other patients who are having psychotic episodes. But at the same time, my God, she is fucking possessed. It's craziness. How much more proof do you need? Those cops not playing games.
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
Yo, she looks so fucking worse, bro.
You like that?
Intensely.
The voice is the thing that gets me the most. And that wheezing, oh my God.
Mirabile dictu, don't you agree?
You speak Latin.
Ego te absolvo.
How long are you planning to stay in Regan?
Until she rots and lies stinking in the earth. What's that?
Holy water.
It burns! Oh, it burns!
Who are you?
Sympathy.
This is insane.
She's all right.
Not fine. She's not fine. She's not fine.
I'll get some from the kitchen.
No, it's all right. I'll take it straight. That's fine. No, that's fine. Please sit.
Like what I just saw, that shit, we need to talk about it ASAP. Shit was real.
Where's her father?
In Europe.
Have you told him what's happening?
No.
If you can get a hold of that fucking deadbeat.
I told Regan that was holy water. I sprinkled it on her and she reacted very violently. It's tap water.
What's the difference?
Holy water's blessed, and that doesn't help support a case for possession.
What's the difference? I like her question.
She killed Burke Dennings. She pushed him out her window.
It's English.
What do you mean, English?
That's English in reverse.
So what do you mean, English?
Give us time!
Let her die.
Why would you take that shit home and listen to it? Bro, yo. This dude's about his job, I'm telling you. That's... Who's Marin? What's going on right now?
Well, what's wrong? What is it?
What is that? What's going on? And she's got an Audi. Help me? Oh my God. All right. So he's going to the higher ups. He's like, look, I've been seeing some shit y'all got to see because we got to do something.
You would want to do the exorcism yourself.
Yes.
It'd be best to have a man of experience, maybe someone who spent time in foreign missions. In the meantime, I'll call you as soon as I know.
Well, he does know the background. I doubt there's any danger in just having him assist.
What about the exorcist?
How about Lancaster Marin?
Marin? Oh, shit.
I had notion he was over in Iraq. I think I read that he was working on a dig near Nineveh.
Yeah, you're right, Mike, but he's finished. Came back 3 or 4 months ago. He's at Woodstock now.
Woodstock, that animal. He's an animal.
Besides, he's had experience.
I didn't know that.
10, 12 years ago, I think, in Africa. The exorcism supposedly lasted months.
Again, when you want greatness, you go to the source. And you see he was in the midst of a walk. I gotta tell you, I respect people who go on walks. Allows their brain to churn while they're taking a few steps, walking through the process. Oh, this is it. This is the fucking, the money shot. The exorcist shot. Directing is such a crazy thing, but like there's no one that does not know this shot.
It's an honor to meet you, Father.
You guys, I've got goosebumps. Jesus Christ. I'm getting so fucking nervous, you guys.
Stick your cock up her ass, you
Jesus.
motherfucking worthless cocksucker.
Be silent!
Oh.
Our Father, who art in heaven.
Oh my god.
In every need he has delivered.
Come on. This is insanity. How do you know if it's working?
Your mother sucks cocks in hell, Paris, you faithless swine.
Oh my goodness.
Hasten to our call for help. And
Pay attention, bro. Oh my. Oh my.
Father Carus. Damien, the response, please, Damien.
Damien, get into it!
To confront this cruel demon.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Hostile power.
Yes, this is disgusting.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, and you just can't get into it.
What did he do? What happened?
It is he who commands you of our Lord
Oh my
Jesus Christ.
god.
Who lives
Oh
and
my
reigns
god, don't.
with the Father and the Holy Spirit.
Amen.
God, defender of the human race.
You killed your
From
mother!
this your servant,
You left her alone
Regan
to die!
to
Shut up! I'll forgive you! Bastard!
to depart from the
Oh my
servant
god.
of God. The power of Christ compels
This is
you.
insanity. Oh my
Power of
god.
Christ compels you. Power of
Is it working? Is that it? Your eyes? Oh my goodness. This priest is not fazed by anything. The most stoic priest in the history of priestdom. His homie just took a haymaker. I don't know if the older priest, if Marin can make it. Oh my god.
You're guilty before Almighty God.
How is Marin more with it than this priest Karis?
Let's rest before we start again.
Yo, Marin's about that life. I have questions about this priest right here. The younger guy, I don't know if there's too much going on in his head, but he's not about it. He's forgetting to repeat. He's forgetting to respond. He's forgetting his lines, the verses, whatever you call it. I don't know if he's the guy to do it. Is he going in alone? Okay, good. Damien, why are you going in alone? You're going to make it worse, bro. Oh my God. So horrible.
Dime, why you do this to me?
You're not my mother.
Isso é polículas menos. Na pasto crevatis.
You're not my mother! Get out.
You're making it worse. I'm not mad at Marin. You're making this shit worse, bro. But the question is, can Marin handle it himself? I don't think him doing this by himself is going to be worthy. Like, you can't be trying to do it all on your own. It looks like he's about to try a Hail Mary of you. What's the plan? What's the move? How are we getting through this? Get your ass up there, Damien. Do the right thing. Do the right thing, Damien. Do it. Marin needs you. What did she do? What did he do? What the fuck happened? It's the worst CPR I've ever seen in my life.
You son of a bitch!
You're wrestling. Oh my God.
Take me! Come into me! God damn you! Take me!
There's no way that's, oh my. There's no way that's the end of the movie. What the fuck? Yeah, you better move out of that house. Fuck that shit. I'm out. Can you go back to normal? Is there such thing as normal after that? Technically, she's responsible. I'd say she's responsible for 2 murders. 100%. But you could, in a court of law, you could probably get her for all 3.
I found this in her room.
That was Damien's.
She doesn't remember any of it.
That's good.
Honey, this is Father Dyer. Hi, Father.
Hello.
That was lovely of Regan to do. That music. What a movie. So I'm going to just be honest with you. Because of the level of horror I have seen in my lifetime, this movie's horror is not so much the actual horror. It's the story of what was happening, the amount of pain and anguish that the mother was going through, the fucking torture. You have to understand something. Like, if your only version of calling out for help is scarring your own fucking body, then how much pain and torture do you have to be going through? But as a movie, thinking about this in 1973, understand that's when this movie came out. Right now, watching this movie right now, I'm like, I don't want my child to ever see this movie until they turn 21. This is insane. I don't know if I'm giving this movie more credit because it was made in 73. I don't know if I'm giving this movie more credit because it's truly a classic. But I have to say, like, all of these newer exorcist possession movies, I don't know, I haven't seen every horror film ever, but like, I'm talking about the big ones that make the big bucks, right? Like the Nun movies and the Stephen King movie. I'm not a religious person, but because the movies make if it is an exorcist, like all of those Paranormal Activity movies, all of those movies, like the religious priest that comes by to do the exorcism, to take care of all of that. It's very scientific. It's very logical. It's very explained. It's psychiatric. It's all of that stuff, right? And even when it is a priest, like the Annabelle movies with the doll and that family that travels and does all of the exorcisms, the mom and dad together that do it together, it's very much like this is our job, not like that this is a religious thing. And I don't know if you did not grow up religious, I don't know if this movie would affect you or mean to you the same as if you did, because just the idea of God and then the devil and heaven and hell is so ingrained in me specifically and in most people that this movie makes it so much more, I don't want to say real, but makes it so much more real. Right? Like, they focused on the priests and the pastors and what they have to do, and it makes it relatable. It makes it understandable. It's pulling at the strings that matter. And I know in the movie they went through the process of what is wrong physically, nothing. Let's go see the psychiatrist. That didn't work. Let's go see the pastor, the priest. But while all of that was happening, we were still following Damien's life. If the answer to the devil is going to be, let's use God, let's use religion, you also need to give me the religious side of that picture, of that idea, of that, fucking story. Because I feel like nowadays it's like, all right, most people don't believe in God, or if they do, they're not super religious. And if they are super religious, we don't want to be offensive, right? So they're trying to whittle their way into showing you that it is a priest, but this priest is like basically not a priest, or it's not a priest, or it's not a religious figure, but it's still the devil that you're getting possessed by. And it's like, it makes things so unrelatable that the scariness seems like that is a movie, it's not real. But in this movie, because they like so much focus on, no, this is the devil and God is going to save you. Believe it or not, I don't care. That is the story we're telling. Come for the ride or get the fuck out of here, right? And holy shit, is it a ride? I don't know what horror films looked like in the 70s, but I am telling you this right now. This is a story. This is a truly great story. That one scene I can't believe they allowed on the screen, where she was stabbing her vagina with the fucking cross and then put her mom's face in her crotch. That blows my mind. Seeing this from a parent's perspective, I've got to say, how old was Linda when she did this movie? Because unless she had a double, unless she had like someone else fucking doing all of the cussing and the swearing and the vulgar, if she was doing that, I don't know how she didn't win an Oscar. I'm telling you, it's hard to watch. Can you imagine how many times they had to do those takes? How many times they had to ask Linda to do it? To ask her to say these crazy fucking psychotic things, these like sadistic things, and act it out. And it blows my mind that they would ever, not that they would ever, but like that this is what a child actor would have to go through, right? It's an adult movie, but if you're going to have children in an adult movie, getting them to do this crazy shit freaks me the fuck out. That would corrupt someone's mind, real or not real. You know how like these actors always talk about method acting. Your life after that is insane. Like you think of what's that dude who did the Joker in the Batman movie, Heath Ledger. And he passed away, and a lot of people say that it stemmed from him trying to do the method acting in the Batman movie. And everyone thinks that that was great acting, and Heath Ledger was fantastic in that movie because he really showed the chaotic nature of who the Joker truly is from the comic book. Regan over here, Linda Blair, had to show the fucking devilishness of the devil. Just kudos to like the most immense amount, because I think at this point in my horror watching, thriller watching like time as an adult, it's those jump scares that get me the most, because those are the things that just scare me the most, the things that are like unexpected, random jump scares, right? But these kind of stories about possessions and like watching a mother torture herself trying to figure out what's going on with her daughter, that's the thing that's, I'm going to wake up in a sweat thinking about that, right? It's like, I'm not going to be screaming at the screen because of this, the Exorcist movie. But if this is your first entrance into horror, holy shit, this is scary. But for someone like myself who's seen a lot of horror, this is like expected, but they do it so well. So well. I can continue to talk for days. All I want to say is I absolutely love this movie. This is a fucking horror film. This is how it's done. This is how it should be done. Please, 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 please hit the like and subscribe button. If you've made it this far, I truly hope that you enjoy what we're doing. If you have suggestions for movies moving forward, I am going to try moving forward to truly stick with just the classics and do reactions to the classics. Mumbury and I will do the reviews to the millennial stuff, and I have to do One Piece because I'm just a One Piece man. I am part of the Straw Hats. Hate me or not, that is going to be part of what we do. And then obviously, last but not least, we are going to continue to do some book reviews and just be on the lookout. But hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Help us grow. Help us continue to do this so we can get these out at a more efficient pace. My goodness. I hope you all sleep well. That was a fucking movie. Catch you in the flip. Deuces.